Alright, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys one of the top angles that I use to basically just spam across different ads to hit 38.8K in one day on February 24th of this year. Now, this is the one store that I did a case study on my YouTube, and I actually revealed the full product and everything like the ads, the winning images, and stuff like that in the WAP as well. So you guys can get that in-depth full case study if you guys want. It'll be linked in the description below. Without further ado, this is going to be the product. Just briefly go over the winning ad itself. So this was the 38.8K in a day, and then just to show you guys on February 24th here, this is the ads manager. Now this is in Canadian currency, so it does equate to 54K in Canadian, and we can see that we hit a 3.85 ROAS on that day. So profit was really good this day, obviously a very healthy ROAS. And if I go into the ad set level, these are going to be the main top spenders, and these are all going to be the angle that I'm going to share with you guys. And look at the ROAS, 4.2, 3.2. So I was running native ads, and the angle that was the top winner was the death angle. So it is super aggressive, I know, but it worked very well. And basically the death angle stops the scroll harder than anything else because nothing on the Facebook feed competes with literal death. Death is the ultimate scroll stopper. Now I do have an example ad that is sort of referenced off my actual winning ad. I'll show you guys later in this video, but just some points on why the death angle is so strong. It basically destroys the I'll get it later or deal with it later objection, because it seems like this tragedy can happen now or very soon. It's very unexpected. This is good because you obviously want the person to click on your link and buy your product right now. There's also hella urgency because death can be unexpected. It's not a countdown timer or fake only 3 left in stock banner. It's literally a person dying, so that urgency obviously does not expire. It's very emotional, it's very fearful, so the urgency is always going to be there. The ad sells without looking like it's selling, kind of like most native ads, but the death angle does not look like an ad because it looks like a person literally just sharing their tragic story, and people are curious as to why this or how this person died, because that's probably their worst fear too. The reader engages with it emotionally before they realize it's an ad, and by the time they're through reading your ad and before the product's even mentioned, they're already reading that. So they're already like 75% of the way through the copy and already emotionally committed and resonated with, because it can happen to them. Also, the CPMs are lower. So if I go to the ad account again, you can see the I'll just scroll all the way. CPMs right here, $57, $65. CPMs are very low. This is also in CAD currency, so here's what it's in US, because I know a lot of people are from the US. Yeah, the CPMs are very healthy, and it's because it's basically very engaging. So Facebook rewards content that gets reactions, comments, just overall engagement, and the death angle just generates a bunch of engagement because people tag their partner, friends, people comment. This is my biggest fear. People share it saying everyone needs to read this. You're essentially getting the algorithm to favor your ad because the content's so emotionally engaging that Facebook treats it like a viral post instead of a paid ad. And that's basically the game of Facebook ads. It's the whole goal, trying to make your ad look like a viral post and actually be a viral post so that it can sell. And then finally, it makes the prospect ignore the price because they have the thought that this product is literally life or death. Now, I actually show you guys the average order value here is $132, and I was not selling it for that price. I was actually doing a good offer, so my product price was actually lower, but the average order value was higher. Now I'll show you guys an example ad of how this death angle copy for native ads can be executed. It's basically going to be this beetroot powder for blood pressure. That's just the example product. But this copy is actually referenced and basically swiped from my winning ad. You can see the hook here right away. My husband Richard would be 65 years old today. I'm writing this because he's not. So that was one of the winning hooks. Clearly states that he's not in the person's life anymore. And it just says some background on what Richard liked, because it's trying to be a personal story, right? And so all this stuff is kind of just saying about Richard. Then it fully goes into how Richard died of a stroke 9 months ago. He was this, he was doing this, and he was on the floor. And it goes into this full emotional roller coaster of how this person was feeling that day and stuff. And then after it says all this stuff of how the person died, it's basically saying this same thing can probably happen to your husband right now or to you. And then it goes on to say how the person was actually healthy, they did everything right pretty much, and then it says how nothing really helped. And specific to this copy, it is around the beetroot powder supplement. So they're saying how he tried different things that the doctor recommended and stuff, but again, nothing worked. There is side effects and stuff. Again, this whole thing never mentions the product, never mentions the solution yet. It's just fully a personal story, a very emotional story that this person is just sharing to sort of get this off their chest essentially. Then it goes into the discovery, like looking, researching online. Then it goes into discovery of the underlying sort of mechanism that helps with blood pressure. So nitric oxide is a molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax, stay open. So it's going to be your UMS right there. And then it goes into how Richard was never told this, never really was taking this into account or never knew this. And then finally it goes into the actual solution, which is going to be beetroot, but it doesn't mention the product yet, so it's not looking like an ad still. It just says facts about how beetroot actually contributes to these nitrates and all the science behind it. Then it goes into finding our brand. Then it says some science and stuff about our brand, the unique mechanism, everything like that. And then it goes back into the emotional roller coaster of how, you know, can't bring my husband back, but you can, relating it back to the prospect overall, and sort of restating the facts again, and then some of the CTA right here. And then the last little line just finishing off that emotional roller coaster. So I kind of just made this copy through Claude, just referenced off of my winning copy, so it's not like perfect, but that is basically the structure of the Death Angle ad that was winning for this store right here. I thought I'd share it with you guys because I know a lot of people do run native ads. You can definitely implement this for your store if it is applicable, and maybe see if it'll be a winning ad. And again, if you guys want to see the full product and the full winning ads that I use to basically scale this store, it'll be in the description below, so you guys can check that out. Super useful video. You can see what products that I would test and what ads actually took spend and ultimately scaled my ad account very high. I don't think anyone has really released a case study that in depth, to be honest, online, but it is one of my most valuable videos. And as always, some quick plugs. So if you guys want $3,500 worth of e-com tools like Claude, Higgsfield, all these tools for just $29, it'll be in the description below, luxury tools. And if you guys want access to my brother and I's private supplier, Commercive, best quotes, best shipping times, automatic fulfillment, everything like that will be in the description below as well. Go check them out. Hope this video was helpful. I'll catch you guys in the next video.